Yo, what's going on, man? My name is Joseph Martinez, aka 11 Son. Welcome back to another episode of the Blood Brothers Podcast.
Yo.
I'm here with my brother and my co-host,
Kingdom Craze.
And you know how we get every fucking podcast started, man. We get it right with a fresh new verse, man. Very difficult to do every week, writing fresh new shit, coming and letting the people know how you feel, man. And Kingdom Craze gonna get us fucking started in this bitch. Let's get it in. Kingdom Craze gonna get us started, man. Let us know how you feel, bro.
Let me tell you.
Let's hear this shit.
Yup. Young Kingdom Craze. Heart too heavy, slow me down in the race. Love too strong, had to push them away. They don't want me swerving back into my lane. You said you're a light, what you did to that's flames. I said nah homie, that's the way that it came. Shorty falls in love, but then we part ways. Wonder if she daydreams back to those days. Anxiety was high, trying to fuck on my day. I'm in tune with the earth and I just pray for rain. I had to forgive cause I had too much pain. Told my brother let's go weak cause I just got paid. You can take my flesh but my soul gon' stay. Back on the pod, got something to say. Back on the pod and I'm glad that you came. You can take my flesh but my soul gon' stay. Back on the pod, got something to say. Back on the pod and I'm glad that you came.
And I'm glad that you came.
Had too much,
Fresh new fade.
had to forgive cause I had too much pain.
Yeah, I had to forgive cause I had too much pain. I don't even wanna take it back to that day. Yeah, I was acting phony, I was acting real lame. So I had to make a change, so I just went to break. Oh man, this beat brings it out of you, bro.
Go baby.
Back in the pod, and I'm glad that you came.
Let's get it. We're here now.
Okay. That beat is fucking nasty.
Telling you.
Fresh new verse. Jesus, man. Those are some prolific words you're saying over there.
Let's get it.
I like it, young homie.
Folks with it. That was the one right there. Put that in iTunes.
You said I had to forgive because I had too much pain.
Exactly.
Fire, homie. Fire. Forgiveness.
Forgiveness is a tough thing, but it's necessary, and you got to do it. Otherwise, pain or I guess resentment, or if you have resentment towards someone, or you know, you can't forgive someone something they did to someone you love or whatever.
Yeah.
Eat you up alive.
Hell yeah.
Eat to your flesh.
You torture yourself held in resentment toward people. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Because you end up, you know, I've been in those situations before where, you know, I held a grudge against somebody that said something toward me, and then whenever that person was around again, I, you know, it
sparked those feelings
sparked
again.
those flames, sparked those feelings again. Now I feel bad, you know what I mean? But I was just doing it to myself. You know, at the end of the day, if you really look at it, I mean, it was me doing that to me. That's that's this whole thing. You know, it's gonna be you versus you in everything.
That's your biggest enemy.
It's your biggest enemy.
Biggest enemy.
It's also your greatest friend, though. You have to make it your greatest friend.
Such a dope journey.
Yeah.
You against the world.
Yeah, really, it is.
It is.
And the world that you're facing is, you know, you can create that whole world. You know what I mean? You can.
Facts.
You can manifest anything. You can, and that word's been thrown around. That word's been being thrown around, you know, a lot. But you really can. You know what I mean? You really can. Fucking, like, I was just saying the other day, like a couple of weeks ago, I was talking about our tias, and I was talking about how cool they were, and I was talking about, man, I started to think about their personalities and how it would have been to hang out with them when they were younger. And I was like, yo, like, they would have been probably so cool. You know what I mean? That thought just came into my head because I just know how they are and their personalities, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, they probably would have been so cool to hang out with, like, if we were all the same age and go out and party and shit and chill with them. And that would have been fucking cool. You know what I mean? Probably would have had a really cool time.
Mm-hmm.
And then like that weekend or something, we pull up to a family party, and here they are coming in the same car together, pulling up. Like I'm out there when they're pulling up and shit. You know what I mean? And so that just made me feel even better about it. I was just thinking about them. Here they are. They come pulling up together in the same car to the family party. I have to, and then that I made it a priority in that moment to I'm going to engage in them today because I want to have a good conversation with them. Let me ask a question I wouldn't have normally asked because I was just talking about this.
That was the universe saying, "Yo, here's your chance.
Here's my chance. Oh yeah, here's my chance." You know what I mean?
You wanted this, here it is.
Here it is.
What are you gonna do with it?
Yeah. And that'll happen.
That'll happen.
You'll get your chance. You're gonna get your chance, and then when you don't capitalize on your chance though, you can't fucking.
You start to feel bad when you don't.
You can't beat yourself up about it, man.
No, but you start to feel bad about it because you should have did.
Yeah.
You deep down, you should have did something.
Yeah.
Like I said before on the previous pod, I don't believe in coincidence. Every shit happens for a reason. Definitely. I don't believe in coincidence at all anymore. No. Too many shit has happened to me where it's like, yo, this ain't a coincidence. This can't be. It can't.
This is a greater force. There's a greater force at play.
This is God.
There's a greater force at play.
This is the universe telling me. Because it can't, something so blatant in your face. It's like, yo, you can't ignore this. Yeah. This is not a coincidence.
No. Yeah, exactly.
So whenever even small things happen to me now, I say, yo, that happened for a reason. You created it. Everything that happens to me, I feel like I created.
Yeah.
That's what I used to tell my therapist all the time. I said, bad things happen to me, but I feel like I created these things.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And most of the time,
not necessarily like horrible things, but I'm just saying, like, I can understand why this happened to me.
Yeah.
I was like that person before that did that to me. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could have done that to somebody else before who I am today.
Yeah. Well, if we look at ourselves in those bad situations, and if we really analyze all the behavior that we took part in, leading up to that, it was like you said, you created that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All the like how we said in the last pod, environment is stronger than nature. So whatever you're around in that time, whatever you're into, the people you're with, your mindset at that time, you're gonna become that. You know what I mean? You're gonna become that bad situation, and it'll always happen because you have become that. All that shit that it took for you to get to there, you've become that thing. That's what you are. And it's hard for people to break those barriers because it's hard for people to really accept the fact that they were that, because they don't want to be that. You know what I mean? They don't want to be a bad person. They don't want to be a person that was in a bad situation. Nobody wants to be that. But
you gotta be accountable.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. When people can accept that about themselves,
let's talk about why
this.
Women ain't accountable.
Why women ain't accountable? Talk about it.
It's unfathomable. Nah, I'm fucking around. I talked to a couple older gentlemen this past couple weeks, and we got into women and being accountable.
Where did you encounter these older gentlemen? What kind of older gentlemen are we speaking about here?
It's just some older gentlemen, just some acquaintances.
What do they look like? Let's who are we dealing with here? I need a picture of these old gentlemen. I like.
What do you like? And what do you like about these gentlemen?
These gentlemen, just a quick description.
They're just some gentlemen that been through. They're older gentlemen. They're just older gentlemen.
Okay. Some OGs.
They lived a little bit. Not my OGs.
Some distinguished men.
But just OGs in life.
Yeah.
But they had the same. They had the same. They both had the same answer. They said, women are they're not gonna be accountable. They're just not. That's just they're not. They're just not. I don't know. I don't know necessarily if I believe that or not. But the women that I have encountered,
none of them have took accountability
they're
for
real,
their actions.
They're real. They're real. It takes a lot for them to be accountable.
Mm-hmm.
Allegedly.
I think
you ever had an experience with a woman.
I think women think they're being accountable
just by being women.
I think women think they're being accountable. I think they just see it a lot, dude. I think they see their accountability the way.
By the way, I
see
love
that
women.
Their shit is different. Maybe I don't know because what is taking accountability for your actions to everybody is that one solid.
I think
thing?
Women have they put in too much consideration of what other people think about them that are close to them, that they love. They don't want to be a disappointment because they're a woman. Therefore, they will never admit to their wrongs that are crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because being a woman is so
a lot.
It weighs a lot on them, I think. Allegedly. I don't know. I love women. You know what I'm saying? But that's how I feel. Like they don't want to disappoint the people that they love. And they don't want to be less than a woman. You know what I'm saying? So they're not going to admit to that ever. Yeah.
I can see that. You're saying like it's not woman-like. It's not lady-like for this to happen.
Maybe it's the way society has raised them. Or, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe there's too much Disney movies about, you know what I'm saying? Or too many things they've seen. The way men treat them when they know that they're the things that they've done.
Yeah.
So let me keep this in the shadows because I don't want men to think that of me.
Yeah.
I don't know. Allegedly. No, it's just something I was thinking about because I'm like, damn, are all women unaccountable? But there's probably some down ass women that are like, yo,
there are women that own up to this shit.
I did this to you and did this to you. Deal with it. I respect that.
Yeah.
It's almost
I respect that because it's hard for me to do that for me already. You know, it's hard sometimes. I don't want to be like how I was just saying. I don't want to be less. I don't want to not think
it's real respectable.
I don't want to think I'm not who I think I am. Nobody wants to be not who they think they are. Oh shit, I'm not the person I thought I was.
We gotta make
what I mean?
Vulnerability sexy again for women. Because women have this hard shell on them, I feel like, in these days. You know what I'm saying?
You think it's been forced upon them to be that way, though?
I'm saying that's what I said before. Society, the way society has raised them, but not all women. You know what I'm saying? But some. Women are beautiful. But yeah, just something that came across my mind that, damn, that one it stuck with me for a minute. And I was trying to figure it out. You know what I mean? Because I came across a couple women that they weren't accountable. I experienced it, and I experienced what these dudes were talking about, these men were talking about. So I'm like, damn, that was my truth too. So now I'm thinking, damn, could this be the truth?
You lost a little hope.
I didn't lose hope. I'm just saying, like, damn, is this the truth? Or not even is that the truth, but why are those women like that? The ones that are unaccountable. Why are they like that? is my question, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I would say like what I just said. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to be the version of themselves that they think they're not or they thought they would never be. You know what I mean? And I think maybe there's
don't be accountable.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying nobody wants to.
Do you think it's overrated to be accountable?
No,
it's a serious question.
Everybody needs to be accountable.
But because whatever you did is already done.
Yeah.
So why talk about it?
I mean, but you should still acknowledge what you've done and how it could have affected, the people around you, or you know what I mean, or how far it could have took yourself to put yourself in a worse situation. You know what I mean, or how those bad habits can. Do
you
really
think it's overrated to admit your faults?
No, no.
You think that it's necessary for a human being to admit their faults out loud?
Within themselves, yeah.
But not out loud?
I mean, saying it out loud would make it more real. But if you don't want to take it that far, at least you're thinking about it. I'm not judging where you're at in the process, but I'm saying, like, saying it out loud definitely makes it real. And you definitely get a deeper sense. Because I've done that. You know what I mean?
Mm.
I've sometimes when I'm just like...
You shared too much?
Have I shared too much?
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like...
You ever feel like you shared too much and then afterwards you're like, damn, I shouldn't have said all that. I shouldn't have said all of that about me.
Yeah, but I mean, just like you said it already. You know what I mean? So
that's what I'm saying. But is there a good or a bad in doing that? Do you think that one
I don't
way,
think so.
one
I think
way is more than the other?
whatever was even if you were like a little even if you were like a little faded or something, and that's why I start spilling out. Whatever you're spilling out is obviously because of something that's fucking
deep, very deep in
the
you.
shit out of you. You know what I mean? So you said it, and whoever was there heard it, but you were probably gonna say it no matter what. So
I think there's certain shit you say around certain people.
I mean, certain people could bring certain shit out of you because you feel more comfortable or angry or this and that around certain other people.
Mm-hmm. You're doing the science.
But then, just like you said, you created that situation, though. You know what I mean?
I think vulnerable is sexy. Bring back one time in the nation. People need to be more vulnerable.
I think people are. I think people are at their most vulnerable right now.
Right now?
I think in this like state, in the
Tell me about it.
Well, I mean, look at what everybody has an opinion. Everybody has this and everybody has that. Everybody has emotion. Everybody has feelings and everybody this and that. And I think we're in a state in history where more people are voicing themselves than ever. You know what I mean? Right now is the time to get your voice heard. If you ever wanted to get your voice heard, you should have started in like 2018. You know what I mean? Because this is like it was like this is a big, like, we're in an era. I feel like we're in such an important part of history because of all this shit. Because of how many people can get their ideas out and are being more open to what they feel and blah blah blah. Because it's leading to more, like, that's the type of shit that advances humanity.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's evolution.
Yeah. So I think right now,
before people didn't talk,
in this small little timeline, in this giant timeline, and we're in this small little era of, wherever we stay in this everlasting, ever growing shit. But it's gonna be important. It's gonna be significant, and you can really make this small part of time in this everlasting timeline. You can make it important. You can make it significant. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Just like you said earlier, creating your own situations.
Give me a clap one time. Give me a cheer one time. There we go. Yup. Upgrading the pod.
You see it.
You see it in real time.
You see it. I ain't even gonna talk about it. You see it. But no, man, I definitely think we like you hit it on the nose earlier. How you said you created that situation. I think we create all situations. I think we create every situation we put ourselves in. Mm-hmm. So,
yeah, that's what I said before. I was fucking around, but I said this is my world. You just live in it.
Yeah.
That's like dark humor, because part of it's true.
It's ego humor.
Part of it is true, because when I wake up in the morning, I wake up as me, in my flesh.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, it is my world.
Yeah.
When people say, "Does the world revolve around you?" And like, yeah, it kind of does.
Yeah. Well, because everything you're doing in your life is for yours.
I can't see it as anybody else's perspective. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
This is my life,
right?
So the world does revolve around me in this world, in my life.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I say this is my life. You're just living in it. And sometimes I feel that way. Like, these people are just in my life. Because,
but are you saying that to try to make everything else less significant? Does that mean everything else is less significant? When you say that, are you just fucking around? Are you like, is there like a part of you that thinks like everything else is insignificant because this revolves around my world, so everything outside of it is insignificant?
I don't think as anything being insignificant. That's why I said before, I don't believe in coincidence.
Right.
I believe in all the little things, all the small things. So I don't think that anything is insignificant. It's just I'm aware. Like, I get so deep into my thinking sometimes where I'm like, yo, I met that person because of this.
Yeah.
I needed to learn this from them.
And
otherwise I would have never met them.
Yeah.
Because this is my life.
Mm-hmm.
I needed them to do that to me, so I learned this lesson.
Right.
Because it's my life. And this is what happened. It's real.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no other way around it. Everything happens for a reason, they say.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, damn, this is my world. Then I start to think that it's just that I start to think that people don't see the
world for them.
No, I start to think people don't see the world. I start to think that people bypass some of the people I see in the world. Because it's not their world, it's mine.
Right.
And it makes my belief strong, or my belief more that much stronger that these people are just planted into my life for a reason.
Mm-hmm. Because other people can see them and not see anything.
No, because I can see them and other people can't.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because other people can see them and see nothing, but to you, they can mean everything.
Yeah. So it's like, it's almost a simulation just for me.
Right.
Yeah. Because it's my world. It's my perspective.
Mm-hmm.
And it's always going to be that way.
Mm-hmm.
This is my life.
Yeah, but the part
you think that some of that is selfish?
No, but the part where you can't let it fuck with you is the part where it's like, where if things consistently seem like they're not going your way.
Or like if you're cursed.
Yeah. Like you can't feel
and
like
this is my life because this is just my life.
Of course this happens because this is me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not talking about that.
But I'm saying,
when
you think that way, you can
easily stray that way.
Yeah.
Route. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that can fuck you all up.
Yep.
And that's a vicious cycle. You'll start an everlasting cycle, and then it's gonna take a lot to get out of that.
Yeah. You have to be strong-minded to be able to think that way and still be able to.
Mm-hmm. Because like you said,
have belief that your life is
you gotta create that. You know what I mean? Like how you say you gotta be strong-minded to think that way. Because a lot of these thought processes, they can turn really morbid. You know what I mean? They can seem really like nothing, everything doesn't, and like nothing has a meaning type shit. You know what I mean? It can get real like morbid and shit like that. So you're gonna be able to have to fucking flip that shit into your advantage. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to be able to flip it all so that it works for you. So that whatever you want to do, whatever's at your core that you really want to do, you really want to, whatever's your true self, and that's a journey in itself. But whatever is your true self, you'll be able to really just be able to just do that completely to the fullest. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then
that's why I say you have to be strong-minded, I guess, because you say morbid. I feel like someone strong-minded wouldn't go morbid.
No,
they would use everything into their advantage.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Not everything has to be morbid. I hate that. That's a bad word. Nah. But I get what you're saying though. But
I mean,
yeah, it can easily stray a weak-minded person into thinking, "Damn, this is just the way my life is gonna be forever." Yeah. It can easily go that way.
That reminds me of that quote.
I like to take things head on though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you are the path that you're walking.
You are the path that you're walking.
You gotta have a healthy sense of self.
Sense of self.
Gotta have a healthy sense of self.
What's the definition of sense of self?
One's self-concept is a collection of beliefs about oneself. Generally, self-concept embodies the answer to the question of who am I? Self-concept is distinguishable from self-awareness, which is the extent to which self-knowledge is defined, consistent, and currently applicable to one's attitudes and dispositions. That's the definition.
So basically what we were just talking about.
Difference. Exactly what we were just talking about.
To be able to distinguish the two and using it in your advantage.
Yep. So we already knew the fucking definition. What are we talking about? See how that works? Full circle.
No coincidences.
No such thing. No such fucking thing.
No such thing. So what's been going on, man?
I'm tired, man.
Tired?
Yeah, but I feel like you can't give up.
How do you feel?
You can't give up though. You know, I feel tired, man. Sometimes I feel exhausted. I feel like I have a lot of work to do. It's a lot of shit to do. You know what I mean? Not only with like myself, but also like around me. Like, you know what I mean? There's also other shit, daily life shit. You know, the shit that you can, you know, the rat race shit. Fucking your car's broke down or this and that, and you know, I need to get my fucking car fixed and this and that.
They say when your life starts going good, your car starts hating. you seen that?
That's a fucking fact, man. Oh my god, bro. That's so annoying. It never fails. It never fails.
It's like, yo, take care of one more thing.
It's because it's that one little thing. You know what I mean? It's that one little thing. You gotta do. If you're gonna do something, you gotta do it to the fucking fullest. You gotta do the small little things too. You know what I mean? Yeah, you did everything
little things
right.
Turn into big things.
The universe said, yeah, you did everything right, man. But you still got priorities, man. These are the little things you're gonna need to take care of in this life. In your reality, you're gonna need to fucking take care of this type of shit.
I saw this picture of a small mess.
There it is.
There's a little small mess.
Check engine.
And then another picture of a big mess. And they said, it's because you didn't take care of the small mess.
Yeah.
And now you have a big mess.
Mm-hmm. There you go. There you go. Very self-explanatory.
There it is. Well done.
Okay, homie.
Okay. The drops. Fucks with it.
Well, you asked me how I was feeling, man. I said tired. How you feeling, bro?
Same. Tired.
Sick and tired of being sick and tired.
We're in retrograde. Mercury retrograde.
Got you by a chokehold.
Lately, I've been feeling really tired, man. Just fuck. Really tired.
Last pod, you said that you were feeling reborn.
I know. Now I'm tired. See how the universe works.
It's a lot of work.
Always trying to test you.
If you're being reborn, it's a lot of new challenges, a lot of new things to learn, a lot of new. You know what I mean?
The other day, I was fucking tired as I was really tired. I was gonna curse a lot. I was really tired, and I still went to the gym. It was late, but I just went. You know, I had to fight through it. Just go, just do it. Otherwise, I'm gonna feel bad.
Yeah, exactly.
And I was working from home the next day, so I was like, "Yo, I'm just gonna go. I took a little nap, and I'm like, yo, when I wake up, I'm gonna go to the gym. And when I woke up, I didn't want to go, but I was like, yo,
just get it done.
I'm just gonna go.
Just get it done.
It's late, but when I wake up tomorrow, I just gotta
You're gonna
turn
feel
over
10 times better.
I just gotta turn over, and I'm working from home, so
yeah. If you don't go, you're gonna wake up and be like, oh, here I am again. Didn't do shit last night. About to go to work.
Yeah.
You go and you work out. It's a whole difference. You feel, maybe wake up feeling a little sore. You remember the good workout that you had. Kind of feel a little bit better about yourself because you're taking that one step closer to being your ideal self that you want to be when it comes to your physical health.
Yeah, it's more internal. Like, it's more being a man of my word to myself. Because I said in my mind, I'm gonna go after I take this nap and I wake up. I'm gonna go. So when I woke up and I didn't want to go, I had to go because I told myself I was gonna go.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it wasn't necessarily even about the workout.
You were holding yourself accountable.
I was holding myself accountable. There we go. Hallelujah.
See how that works?
See how that works out when you're accountable?
No scripts here. That's just how this works.
Forms into place. It's well done.
The forces are in our favor.
We have gunshots on there? We need gunshots.
The forces are in our favor.
Damn.
More like a fucking atomic bomb or some shit.
I know. I was gonna say I want some harder gunshots, but then the last part. Oh, there he goes. Homie's prepared.
You saw how I looked him in the eyes when I pressed that?
Damn. Homie came through with the gunshots.
There was some shots fired at
I'm feeling good off the juice.
The juice, the low carb juice.
The low carb juice.
There was some shots fired at Did you see what they were talking? They were talking smack about Kid Cudi's chef. You see that? Kid Cudi's personal chef.
I didn't see that, but you were telling me about that.
Was getting dragged on Twitter.
She posted
she posts how she wakes up and does her whole little routine.
Is she
goes
fine?
to his crib. She was good looking.
There it goes.
She was good looking.
You can't. I mean, a nice young lady cooking for you these days.
End of the argument.
Yeah, who gives a fuck what she makes? You have a nice young lady.
She was pretty, yeah.
Pretty young lady cooking you whatever the fuck she's cooking.
But it's because she made him some eggs. You know, the eggs did look a little watery, and stuff like that. And there was some pancakes and some bacon, and that's what she cooked him for breakfast: some pancakes, eggs, and bacon. You know what I mean?
The waffles are put in the toaster.
And there was arguments on the comments. It's like, oh well, maybe he likes it that way, or blah blah blah, and this and this. But then she wasn't using gloves in one point of the video, so people said something about that. But I mean,
someone's always gonna have some shit to say.
For lunch she made him she said just a little burger and went to go buy some frozen fries and fried those up for him. They were talking shit about the frozen fries.
Some frozen fries?
How dare a professional chef serve Kid Cudi frozen fries?
Facts. Don't bring me frozen fries. Go to McDonald's. Stop McDonald's and give me some of those fries.
I want some truffle fries. You know what I mean? I want some truffle fries. I want you to go pick
I bet you if
potatoes.
she came back with McDonald's, he would have went crazy. He would have said, damn, you're the one. He said, fuck that. Fuck being my cook. Be my wife. Bro, McDonald's
I don't think Kid Cudi has any relations.
He don't have relations?
No, right? No, I don't think so.
He's celibate?
I don't think he's celibate.
Well, then he has relations.
Not after his fucking... You see that last fucking magazine cover he did? My boy Cudi is...
I didn't see that.
Being very provocative.
I've been laying...
I don't fucking like it.
I've been laying low off Cudi.
Yeah?
For a minute, yeah.
Why is that? Tell me a little bit about that. Because that's interesting.
Is it?
That's very interesting.
His past albums, I didn't really fuck with.
No?
Mm-mm. His first two, classics. Those are the one. That's the Cudi that I fuck with. He got experimental.
Yeah, he did.
During some of his joints.
Speeding Bullet to Heaven.
Yeah, that one.
There's some joints on there. But
there's some joints, but his prior joints, I would listen. It was no skips.
Yeah. Somebody told me that that the last Kid Cudi album sounded like if Kid Cudi did a Travis Scott album. That's one of the opinions I heard for the last album.
You see, and that's crazy. That's crazy for Cudi to do something like that. To be even
accused of something like that.
Accused of such blasphemy. I wouldn't believe that, but like I said, I didn't really dive into his last few albums because I was like, yo, this just ain't gonna be for me.
They were different. I mean,
they were different. There's some
Cudi's different from when he first started.
Yeah,
but I mean,
that's fact. He's got weirder and weirder and weirder.
Can't blame the man. I mean, you know what I mean?
Maybe he's because before he was ahead of his time, so maybe he's ahead of his time now.
He's caught up to his time.
No, I'm saying maybe we don't understand what he's doing now because he's ahead of his time musically.
Maybe.
Was he ahead of his time, or was he just the first motherfucker?
No, he was in 2007, 2008, 2009. He was ahead of his time.
Just but for now, being vulnerable.
That's an interesting take
was
on it. That maybe now he's caught up to his time.
Was he ahead of his time, or was he just the first to be vulnerable melodically?
Bring back vulnerability. So Kid Cudi was sexy to you.
Kid Cudi, you sexy motherfucker. Pause.
You know what you did say on one of the last pods too? That
what'd I say?
You said that you were talking about discipline.
Ooh.
Right? So you just mentioned that
what I mentioned.
You forced yourself to go to the gym, right?
Yep.
It's another act of discipline. So I commend you on that for staying true to what you were saying before about how you wanted to be more disciplined. So there you go. You're actively working on that. That's cool. Mm-hmm. What else? Give me one more.
One more what?
What else did you push yourself through to just say, I need to do this, so let me just do it? Because as simple as that sounds, it's not it's such a hard thing for so many people to do. You know, like at work recently, I go in there and there's nothing to do. I'm literally just sitting there, but I force myself to get up and find something to do because I'm here and let me just do this real quick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So let me just force myself to. I don't even really have to, but it's not gonna look good on me. It's not gonna, I'm not gonna. I mean, maybe I'm just, I don't know. Is taking it the extra mile overrated?
It depends. Like, if you're talking about work, then no, because hard work will always pay off. Yeah. Always. That's something I know firsthand.
Speak on that. How do you know firsthand? Because a lot of people could say, why do it? Why? Why even do it? Why even try to work hard?
Yeah. I was just taught on work and work ethic and working hard. And like all my jobs growing up, I would always just work hard because that's what I was taught. And like periods over time, I would get promoted and shit. I would get promoted just off of hard work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's how I know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, it's not like I was real talkative or had a fucking... Because when I was at work, it was just work.
Mm.
I wasn't there to be
the greatest, the best.
I wasn't there to be cool.
This is my everything.
I wasn't there to shine my personality.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I was just there to work.
Right.
It's a job.
Right.
You know, some people have to be charismatic and shit to be to and they get the position because I like this guy. I like this person.
Yeah.
Me, I was just kept to myself and I worked hard. I led by example.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, and I got promotions and shit off of just working hard.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo, there's a lot of days where and a lot of nights where I busted my ass, but hey, they noticed it.
Mm-hmm. And you always feel better after doing something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of people could hate on being that way, but after every single time you do something like that, you always feel so much better. Like, even though you almost want to brag about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You want to go back home and say, damn, I fucking did all this shit today.
I busted my ass.
I fucking worked my ass off today. Because you feel fucking good about it. It's something that you accomplished.
This goes all the way back to the Anunnaki. How we're slave people.
Excuse me?
I won't blow their minds this time.
Wow.
Someone give me the
Jesus. Slave people. That's why we're slave people? Because we like to work?
No, because they say that the Anunnaki made the human race to work.
Mm.
We're
coded. It's coded into us.
It's coded in our DNA to work and once we put in that work, then we feel good about ourselves.
Right.
It's inevitable that we have to do something
in
order to feel good about ourselves. So it's in our DNA that we have to work.
Yeah.
We have to do things.
Right. That's a fact.
It's a fact.
Yeah, because it's a chemical, right? When we do something, there's a chemical that releases inside of our bodies that makes us feel this way. And that's necessary. That feeling is
dopamine?
Necessary. Yeah. That feeling right there is necessary for our
to be able to move forward.
To go get to our higher self, as we say. Yeah.
Yes. And that's why struggle is necessary.
Struggle is necessary?
Yeah.
Because it's something that you have to work through?
That's why rock bottom is necessary. Now you hit rock bottom and now you know you have to move forward.
Right.
Because it's just built inside of you that you have to move forward. You have to be able to feel this self.
Your most ideal self, your higher self.
Yeah,
that healthy sense of self.
That healthy sense of self. It always ties back into it. Jesus. Look at us potting.
That's full circle. A couple of different times.
Not that we know everything. It's just shit that we've experienced.
Yeah. And this kind of shows, man, and because I've really been trying to focus on this type of shit. You know what I mean? Who I really am, and what I really stand for, and what my core beliefs are. What at the center of myself, what I really want to do with, like how I was saying, we have this much time on this everlasting, ever-growing timeline. You know what I mean? So sometimes, I find myself in this fucked up position where I think I'm wasting all of my time because I understand that my time is so fucking minuscule. And that's where I was saying I know things can get morbid because I say that because I'm speaking from experience. You know what I mean? Because a lot of those thoughts can sometimes just turn me off to just living then, or just doing this whole shit. Why even do it?
I'm about to order food live on the pod.
We're going to have the pizza man come in here and sit down and test out the new mic. But yeah, man, this all kind of ties into what I've been trying to do, man. I've been trying to find, what I really want to do. And this is all kind of helping me. And what a dope way. You know what I mean? I've always loved to do this type of shit. I've always, because like I said, we already know I make music. So, you know what I mean? That's already one thing that I've already been doing. You know what I mean? I loved shooting music videos at the time that I was doing it. And I loved getting into the format and the storyboard and all that shit. And really trying to, get out what I'm feeling on the inside in a really cool, creative way.
Mm-hmm.
And that all kind of ties into who I was trying to, like, it was all like me figuring myself out throughout the whole process. You know what I mean? I think if you listen to my whole discography, you'll hear just like a young dude really just trying to figure out what's going on and what is he feeling and how can I get through this. And some of it's appreciating the high points that I've had,
Mm-hmm.
and being grateful and feeling blessed. You know, that's what all of my shit is. Like, I think if you really listen to it, and I'm really thinking about it now, like if I listen to it, it's really me trying to figure out who I am. And this is just how I've been trying to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Because what a cool way to do it. And what you can listen to yourself back. And I can see myself on camera. And I look back at some of those videos and see who was I trying to be at that moment. What was going on in my head. I look back and I can see that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I can reflect.
Yeah.
It's like I'm documenting my life because my music is a reflection of my life. So I look back on it and I'm like, holy shit, this is what I was feeling. This is what the shit that I'm saying in my music. I know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So
yeah, when I watched the previous pods, it was kind of crazy watching myself and shit. I was like, damn, like you're wilding out.
Who, me?
No, me.
Oh, you?
On the pod, in the previous pods.
Yeah, you was wilding out. Anal and shit.
No, but watching back, I was like, yo, is this you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, it is you.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe a little flair on it, but this is who I am.
Mm.
So you either fuck with it or you don't. I can't. I don't have no control over that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just
either you fuck with it or you don't.
Yeah. It's just what it is. I'm okay. I'm cool with that.
Man. Man, well, that's beautiful, man.
Well done.
Well put together. Well thought out. I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
One more time for the one time.
Some gunshots.
All right, man. Well, what you been listening to?
What I've been listening to.
You know, you know when you got that one on repeat. You know what I'm talking about? Sometimes you put that one on repeat. You listen to it like 4 or 5 times a day. What's that one for you right now?
I don't know about listening to it on repeat 4 times a day, but it's an older joint. What is it? It's called "In Spite of Me" by Morphine. Morphine, "In Spite of Me." Yeah, you go listen to that on all platforms. Available on all streaming services.
Morphine?
Morphine.
Morphine is the artist?
Morphine's the artist, and the song's called "In Spite of Me." It's a pretty cool joint, man. Go check that out for sure.
Yeah.
What about you? What you been?
Any
good tunes?
I've been kind of digging around into some more shit myself. But one album that I always wanted to plug, like just on my story or anything like that. I've been listening to it for a long time. He's an Arizona-based artist. Lil Bo Perb's Quarantine Cantina. Lil Bo Perb, BOWPURP. The album's called Quarantine Cantina. I've always thought that was such a dope album. I remember being in Hawaii, so this was like maybe like a year or two ago, and I remember when we were driving around in the rental, I was playing the album, and so fucking the screen on there had had his album cover of it. You know what I mean? And in the background, and we're driving in trees and shit. And I remember thinking to myself, I should take a picture of this right here and send it to him. But it was such an in the moment where I felt like, damn, this is dope. I'm listening to this dude's album from Phoenix. I've made a song with him before. That's on SoundCloud. On LV's project. Go follow LV on SoundCloud. And she's doing crazy shit with those projects, man. It's wild.
So is female artist?
No, she's not a she doesn't make music. She's like the DJ Khaled of AZ.
Oh, okay.
Real shit.
Okay.
It's crazy how she puts together these projects. She's already put out a couple already.
Yeah.
Go follow her SoundCloud. Yeah. LV.
And like you say, you wanted to screenshot that shit and send it to her. Sometimes I'd be sometimes.
Yeah. The artist that she put us together on the song.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So she was working it like Khaled. So big salutes.
God did.
LV did. And so she put us on the joint together, and that was the first time me even like knowing about him or anything like that, hearing his name or anything. So it was pretty cool. So go check that joint on SoundCloud. But yeah, I remember listening to this album, Quarantine Cantina, and I just remember like it's so vibey, bro. It's so dope, and he's talking about some pretty cool and prolific shit too on it, like in a really wavy way. So it's pretty tight, man. Go check out Lil Bo Perp's Quarantine Cantina. Lil Bo Perp. Yeah, that's on all streaming platforms. Quarantine Cantina. I fucks with the whole album, man. Low key a no skipper for me. Fucks with it. What you been watching, homie?
Blackbird.
Where can I watch this Blackbird?
Apple TV, Blackbird.
In Payson?
Blackbird on Apple TV, 6-episode series. Fire. Yeah, you gotta watch that.
If you know, you know. Go check it out.
If you know, you know. Yeah, fire. Go and watch that. Even if you gotta get a trial, go and watch that. Blackbird.
Damn, we need a trial code. We need to get an Apple subscription.
They did it with Blackbird. That joint's fire for sure.
We need to get an Apple sponsor. I've been watching like every episode of Kill Tony. This show is crazy. It's a live YouTube podcast. And it's on podcasts everywhere you listen to podcasts too.
YouTube.
Yeah, but YouTube for sure. Check it out on YouTube. Kill Tony. Tony Hinchcliffe, comedian. He has this crazy show where comedians come up in front of other like stand-ups and shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's really dope. It's put a lot of comics on and shit like that. So, and I love the comedy world. I love everything about it. So I think it's pretty dope. So go check that out on YouTube if you haven't already. Catch up to Kill Tony.
Yeah, it's a pretty fire show.
Sure. You mentioned a book to me earlier. You said that this is a must read. Think about it.
Some algorithms. The Game of Life and How to Play It.
The Game of Life and How to Play It. Okay. Who's that by?
Florence Scovel Shinn. Scovel Shinn.
Who's that by?
By Florence Scovel Shinn. Just
right.
type in The Game of Life and How to Play It. The book's fire. It'll help you through life for sure. It's a must read for sure, at least one time in your lifetime. It gives you belief, and it gives you some laws of nature, some
laws of the
universe that can help you through life. Even if you don't have anything in life right now, if you read this book, it'll give you belief that one day you can have an abundance and
a higher sense of self.
And one day you will, if you just believe. That's how powerful this book is for me. Yeah, this book helped me out.
The Game of Life and How to Play It.
The Game of Life and How to Play It. Yeah, that's it's much read.
Right. Put on for that pretty heavy.
Tune in.
I'm about to go read that myself. Let me finish the book I'm reading right now, and I'll come back and recommend that to y'all. I gotta finish it before I recommend it to you.
Which one is that?
I'll let you know. If it's not good, then I'm not gonna fucking say this. Can't go out here false advertising for propaganda.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Well, then on a high note.
Hell yeah, man. That was a beautiful podcast, man. That was a beautiful, beautiful conversation, man. That was pretty cool.
Yeah. Fuck with y'all, man.
Oh yeah. Let's see what we got playing right here, and let's send it on a good night, man. And thank y'all for fucking with us. On September 15th, real quick, I'll be performing with Young Cash Money.
Cash Money.
At the Now Theater. Young Cash Money. Matt Theater Boys on Instagram.
Come through.
So come and fuck with us, man.
Yep.
So yo, let's see what we got playing right here.
It takes a look back. It takes a strong step forward. It takes a long step forward.
This is my young boy Cedric.
Backwards, but it's about what you do after. I'm closing this chapter.
My other blood brother.
Starting a new one. Just tell me when you done. This time will separate us, and memories will fade from
this
us.
This video's out now on YouTube, man. On my YouTube page at 11/7, man. Go
and now I'm anxious, pondering what's next. It's crazy how everything can change in a text. With no context, there won't be no contact. And years pass, I'm different now. Can you honor that? Niggas catching Rona now. The world as we knew it is no longer around. Felt like a roller coaster, just threw me around. The last 5 years taught me how to be sound. So my next 5 gon' be the best 5s, yeah.